guys, MegaMat1254 here again. Welcome back to another episode of MGM Reviews. Today, guys, we're here to cover Season 4, Episode 3 of World Gone Mad. This one, I'm just warning you now, guys, there's major spoilers in this review. There's major stuff that goes down in this episode. If you have not seen it, please click off now in 3, 2, 1. Alright, if you're still here, that means you've seen the episode. Alright, guys, without further ado, let's get straight into the review. Okay, so Season 4, Episode 3 of World Gone Mad. I will go into the other stuff of the episode before we talk about the big moment. Okay, so we have the plot with Tom and Roger and Rivers and Dave and Miles. And this plot was awesome. I really enjoyed this plot. It really gets you, like, in that zombie mode feel with the Horde coming after them. You have them running, chasing them. We actually go to an abandoned section of freaking suburban estates. We actually go back there, and I love the callbacks of being back there, seeing Wesley's office. We even see Tom have a bit of sympathy for Wesley after what happened with him back in Season 2, which just shows you that Tom is a pure-hearted guy. Like, even with, you know, people like Wesley, he's willing to, you know, let the past be the past and stuff, and have some sort of empathy towards him, which is cool to see for his character. And, you know, we have some good dialogue scenes there. We have Dave chasing the apostles down. He basically runs them over one by one. And then he tries to talk to the last guy, but frickin' he's like bleeding out and shit. So he just finishes him off, and he makes short work of those guys, which, yeah, sounds like Dave. So, yeah, frickin' easily my favorite character from that plot. Like, the suburban estates, Tom-like stuff. Dave is my favorite character of that plot. Easily. And we have some stuff with Snoop where he is wrapped up in like a blanket to get through the Horde. I thought that was kind of like funny too, like Snoop in like this little gut covered blanket. And then you find out the zombies are a little smarter than we think. They catch on to their ruse, and it costs Roger an arm. Friggin' they bite his arm. They have to take his arm clean off. Miles has to chop Roger's arm off, which I found to be a crazy scene, because for a minute there I thought Roger was gonna die, right? Because I'm like, oh shit, he's bit in a fucking Horde? Like, yeah, he's fucked. But nope, they got him out, and they live to fight another day, which was awesome. And that's really all I have to say about that plot, guys. It's, you know, it's a solid plot. I like where it goes, and I like that they end up at the Viper City, like a post-apocalyptic Viper City at the end of the episode. So yeah, that plot was good. Okay, now on to the A-plot, which, yeah, like I said, guys, major spoiler warning here. Okay, Lincoln is dead. The main character of the first 4 seasons, I'd say now, he's gone. Frickin', he is murdered and betrayed by his family, and he is chainsawed up brutally. It is an insane death, guys. And I gotta say, fucking, his death, it was just so, it just, I don't know, I didn't know how to feel about it at first. It was very much like it was just so conflicting, because, like, he got chopped up, he got brutally murdered, but then in the same token, you find out there were people, like, civilians that died in the Viper City, and then you kind of sit there and you're like, okay, so does he deserve this? Like, you know, which, yeah, fuck. I mean, one could argue he deserved his fate. And we meet, obviously, we learn all this at the hands of, Ryan, aka the Bishop. And, Bishop is, freaking awesome so far. I'm really enjoying him. I really like, you know, what, he does this episode. I think it's, really brutal stuff, and I love his speech. His speech is great. As you have him going through the city, he puts, like, the boy down and grants, like, the mom's, like, wish, and, you know, hunts Lincoln West down. He makes it his mission. And that was just, that was awesome. Friggin', that whole ending sequence, for sure, is my favorite of the show, I'd say. It's my favorite scene of the show. I like how everything ties in. I like the brutality. I like the moral gray zone between our characters. And it's very interesting to watch. I really was hooked to the screen in the last couple minutes there. Like when Bishop rolls up to like the end credits. That stuff was just... yeah, that's my favorite scene of the show. And we actually have Lincoln, who is murdered by Bishop, but it's on the orders of Bishop, and it's actually James who freaking kills him, his own brother. James sticks the fucking chainsaw in his stomach, revs it up, and kills him. And I was just flabbergasted. I'm like, James, you are the worst brother ever, dude. Like, you are a psycho, man. Like, how could you do that? You freaking find out that Zach, the kid who's been living in Kingstonville, is actually Isaac, which is the son of James and the nephew of Lincoln. He's been playing them the whole time. James had him in there undercover getting information, and we find out that frickin' he's actually an apostle, and he completely frickin' duped them. He duped them, and he's indirectly responsible for Lincoln dying. He set him up, he knocked him out, and brought him right to them. Which, yeah, Isaac, yeah, we'll have to see what he does. I feel like he's about to be just as psycho as, like, his dad. I feel like he's gonna have some real psycho shit coming up here. And, yeah, freaking this episode, man, like, so much shock behind it, like, the brutality behind it, like, even in the Viper City, seeing the burnt, dead civilians, like, it's really disturbing. It's quite brutal stuff, and I really like how it makes you question if Lincoln himself is a good man, or if he is just a, you know, is he as bad as the villains that we faced? Is he just another villain to someone else's story, you know? Like, it makes you think, and that's what I like about it, is he ain't your cliche good guy, freaking, like, character, right? There's morality behind it, there's questions, and, it's a very brave choice of writing. I gotta hand it to, Dan for doing that. And, freaking, what else I could say about the episode, is we have Ashley that witnesses the death. She tries to step in. It don't go very well for her. She gets held back by her own people. And then we basically have another section of this episode where we're setting up for his death, right? And he's talking to all the people around the Kingstonville, of course. Like Bruce, you have Jim's dad, you have Sydney, like, you know, he's talking to characters. He talks to Haley and whatnot. And freaking, I don't know, guys, like, fucking, the signs were there, I guess. Like, I almost felt like he could have died because this was confirmed to be the Risk Taker episode, and then seeing him talking to these people and seeing that flashback in the opening scene with the Robin and him talking to James again in the past, I was almost sitting there like, could this be the end of Lincoln? And it was. He's dead. And it was, you know, crazy ass scene. He went out, he owned up to his wrongs, and yeah, that's a wrap on Lincoln West. And then the episode basically ends, guys, with fucking Haley. She leaves the spot. Bishop gives our group a week to get out of Kingstonville and hand everything over to him. And that's where we leave it. She takes the machete, Lincoln's machete, gets on his bike and hightails it out of there. Breaks down, sees another Robin, which ties into the flashback of her seeing a Robin. It's really crazy stuff, and that's just how it's left off. We get a little memorial for Lincoln at the end, you know, 101 to 403. And I gotta say, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. The only nitpick I would have with it is I feel like his death was a little too predictable, but that's all I got, and that's really not even a flaw. It's just kind of like I saw it coming kind of thing. That's about it. And freaking, honestly, yeah, this was a very well told episode. It's a proper way to kill a lead character. It's not you know, it's not unbelievable. It's not stupid like how Last of Us done it with Joel. This is well done, it's believable, and it's respectful to the character and the universe of the show. So, yeah, I got full respect for this death. I think it's well done, and I'm excited to see where the show goes from here. And yeah, guys, that's really all I got to say for this episode. Really crazy episode. Big shocker here, and, well, yeah, I'll leave it here, guys, before I ramble on. Thank you guys for watching this review. If you guys want to see more World Gone Mad content, you know, reviews and all that, feel free to, you know, request it down in the comments. Like, maybe you guys want to see a top 5, top 10, like, predictions. You know, I'm always open to doing that kind of stuff. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.